Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 P4A class and we will introduce and presenting about TSS implementation for PPDB or penerimaan peserta didik baru Smart Decision System or we call it PSDS. So the member of the group is, the first is me, my name is Najwa Firda Saskia and this is the member. Next.
Oh, yeah. First of all, is the decision support system meaning. DSS are real-time tools that integrate data, models, and software to assist individuals in generating effective solution for complex problems. By combining diverse data inputs with analytics methodologies, DSS facilitates the evolution, modeling, and displays of information, ultimately improving the quality, speed, and efficiency of semi-structured and unstructured decision making through the provisions of insights that would be difficult to produce manually. Uh, the characteristics of DSS interactive interface, and then the next one is data integration, and then support for semi-structured and unstructured decision, and then analytical models and tools, and then flexibility and adaptability, and then what if analysis, timely and relevant information, and then the last is support for group decision making.
Okay, its purpose of DSS. Number one is improving decision quality, and number two is handling complex problems, and number three is facilitating rapid decision making, and number four is supporting strategic planning, and number five is enhancing efficiency, and number six is encouraging collaboration, number seven is providing customizable solution, and the last eight is reducing uncertainty. Okay, there are three components of a DSS. Number one is database or knowledge base. Is involves on data of the organization, transactional records, customer information, and external data source like trends, economic indicators, competitor data. And number two is model or decision context and user criteria, containing logical and functional elements that analyze data use various models, algorithm, method from simple statistical to complex and simulation. And number three is user interface or facilitates user control and communication by providing interface for data input, option selection, computation execution, graphic generation, and result analysis.
Next is from the types of DSS. First is model-driven, utilize models and algorithms to analyze decision, variable, and option. The system incorporate optimization, simulation, and forecasting model to aid in organizational decision making, such as using forecasting indicators to manage financial process and investment portfolios. The core function revolves around manipulating models to assess potential outcomes. Second is data-driven, focus on accessing and modifying data to generate report and queries, providing functionalities for database population processing and analysis of historical and current data. The system aids decision making by leveraging data such as sales and customer information or market trends, as exemplified by sales analysis business intelligence or BI system. Third is document driven, focus on managing and utilizing unstructured information asset like document and multimedia. They aid decision making by providing tool for retrieving, processing, and manipulating text, graphic, and multimedia content stored in various sources such as document, web pages, and multimedia database. An example is a legal DSS, which assists lawyers in locating and analyzing legal documents and precedents to support their decision making. Fourth is knowledge-driven decision making by providing users with access to expert knowledge and heuristic rules. These systems are characterized by their ability to incorporate and modify expert knowledge in specific areas, assisting users in making informed decisions. An example, it includes systems used in healthcare that integrate specialist knowledge and decision rules to aid clinicians in diagnosing illness and prescribing treatments. The last one is communication driven. Facilitate communication, cooperation, and information exchange among users involved in a decision making task. They support group decision making by providing tools and methods for sharing information, enabling applications like group decision, teleconference, and idea generation within organizations.
The next is we answer for the problem. We did the research and found a problem. PPDB or penerimaan peserta didik baru system. New student admission often cause conflict, like inaccurate residency data, unverified achievement scores. And the point of the problem is the first is the ranking of participants from various pathways is often not transparent. And the second is there is no robust decision support system for parents and schools in choosing the best pathway. And what we serve from the problem solving is the smart decision system for PPDB, penerimaan peserta didik baru. The main function is to assist schools and parents in the selection, ranking, and choice of PPDB pathways that best suit the condition and potential of each student or child. The aim is to ensure that every student has the best opportunity to enter their school of choice according to their interests and abilities, and to facilitate schools in placing students on the most optimal path.
In the future, the third value SPS figures include attention gap, self-referring information, opportunities, user validation, plus school dashboard. 5. Selection evaluation. 6. Data analysis. And 8. Reviews. So, system will recommend suitable ways for effective study-based organization or zoning. Affirmative action program. Priorities protective student based on their place of residence to ensure the student complies well and close proximity to the host. Achievement priorities the academic, non-academic achievement of prospective students. Achievements such as student wholesome management or other organization are also an important consideration. Affirmation action, providing greater opportunities for children from underprivileged families and those with disabilities. The goal is to ensure that all children have equal access to quality education. And the last campus, the pathway is for children who follow a parent who is transfers, as well as for teacher who teach in a particular school. This pathway ensures that student ability does not hinder their child's education.
So this is ranking simulation and admission opportunities. First, data input, report card score, achievement score, home address, proof of affirmation. And the second is output, predicted student position compared to other applicants. And then the third is equipped with indicators such as quota per land in destination school, high class, average, and minimum score of current applicant, estimate or change of acceptance. And then the last one is graph visualization, like student position on score distribution graph. Next. And this is automatic domiciliary data validation. First integration with Dukcapil, population and civil registry for family card address verification, and the second GIS or Geographic Information System to map the distance from home to school. And the second is the system automatically calculates the distance from the coordinate point to the destination school. And then the last one is the tag potential address manipulation like sudden domicile near school. Next. So this is about school dashboard. Provides a real-time visual display of PPDB process, including like number of applicants per admission track, zoning, affirmation, achievement, parent location, and then document verification of applicants. And then the last one is geographic distribution of applicants. Help schools make quick decisions such as closing full tracks or extending registration deadlines. And then the last one is equipped with data filters and interactive chart to simplify analysis and internal reporting.
This intelligent report generation. The first automatically process selection result and generates official reports with high accuracy. Export to PDF and Excel formats for easier documentation and reporting to the Education Office. And the last minimize the risk of human error and its final selection pickup process.
Okay, and the last is mobile and web access. Is the system can be accessed via various devices like smartphone, tablet, laptop, and desktop computers without needing additional installation. Number two is parents and school staff can log in with their respective account to view and monitor relevant data. And the last is the interface is responsive and user-friendly, making it accessible for users of all backgrounds. Okay, there are the web and mobile view of PSDS. There are features that we mention and explain why it's still gray because it's still a temporary product, not a finished product.
Okay, next is detail of the feature from PPDB information chatbot. First is an AI-powered virtual assistant that answers frequently asked questions about the PPDB process, such as registration and announcement schedule, required document, and explanation of its admissions track. Second is can be integrated with platform like WhatsApp or the school website. Last is provides 24/7 information service, reducing the workload of school staff, improving response times for the public.
And this is the reference we are using from the presentation. The problem is from indonesia.go.id. The headline is Sistem PPDB 2025 diperbarui, 4 jalur penerimaan siswa baru diterapkan. And the material we get from jigs4jigs.org about decision support system.
That is all from us. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.